Hey Fueled and Fit friends, my name is Ashley. I'm your dietitian and fitness instructor here. I am going to lead you through a chest and back video today, strength training video to strengthen your chest, strengthen your back, which can help you have better posture, which we all need to work on. So let's just get right into it. All you need for today's workout is a couple sets of dumbbells and a bench if you have it. If not, just use your floor. For the warm-up, all we need is a band. Any band will work. I have this band here and I can, bring my hands closer in. If you have a smaller band, that's fine. And I'm gonna be using this ball. You totally don't need this as long as you have something to press into. So even a yoga block would work just fine. So let's get started on our warm-up. Some shoulder rolls and some breaths while we're at it. I like to stand hip width apart with my feet. And other way around. All right, so warming up the shoulders a little bit because of course those are gonna get worked too. Now we're gonna take that band, do some band pull aparts. Open and come together. So just warming up those chest muscles, activating them. All right, 3, give me 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, now with that ball or the yoga block, we're just gonna take some squeezes. So I'm just squeezing the ball, activating my chest muscles. Three, 2, and 1. Awesome. This one requires no equipment at all. Take the arms up, pull down. So it's essentially a lat pull down, like if you had a bar, cable bar right here, but instead we're just doing it body weight only, activating that upper back, lats. Give me 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right, so you should feel a little bit warmed up in the chest and back. We're gonna get started in the workout now. We're gonna be doing 3 sets of these exercises. The first exercise being dumbbell rows. So you're gonna wanna get a challenging weight for yourself, not so challenging that you can't get more than 5 reps. We wanna at least get 8, but our goal today is 10 reps of these. So let's get started. We're doing dumbbell rows. We're gonna alternate. So notice my back is flat, I'm not rounding. Nice flat back, slight bend in the knee, leaning slightly forward, tucking the tailbone under. We're gonna go for 10. So here is 1, 2, bring that elbow as high as you can, keep it into your side, 3, 4, and we're halfway, 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right. We're gonna do that 2 more times through, then we're gonna go to the next exercise. Take a breath, take a sip of water if you need it. Always hydrate. Let's get that next set. Notice in your body what was happening for you in the first set. If you notice you were breezing through those, try to go up on weight or up on reps, maybe 12 reps of the same weight, or if you have a heavier weight, go for that. If it was just right, stay where you are. If it was too difficult, ease back on the reps or the weight. All right, here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just got my hip. 8. Bring that elbow up. 9, and 10. All right, remember when you're dropping those weights to the ground, bend at the knee. Try not to hinge at the hip. You don't want to hurt your back. Take a breath, take a sip, and then we're gonna go to the next set. Last and final set of that exercise. All right, when you're ready, again, bend at the knees to get those weights. All right, here we go, last set. Challenge yourself this time with form, with weight, with reps, whatever you need to do. 4, we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, drop those weights. All right, the next exercise is a chest fly. If you have a bench, that's great. If not, totally fine. You can even use an exercise ball or a Bosu ball or just go on the floor. Easy as that. If you have a bench that you can adjust, you can put it all the way back flat, or if you want a little bit higher on the chest to be worked, you can increase the incline a little bit. I'm gonna just kind of have it at a slight incline here. We're gonna go for 12 reps of chest flies. So we're gonna keep those weights right above the chest. And we're gonna bring them all the way out and down and back up slowly for 12. Slow and controlled. Two more. And nice and slow. Awesome job. Take a breath. We're gonna rest between those sets, recover those muscles, and then get back into the next set. It's really beginner/intermediate friendly. Beginner because it's very simple, just following the same number of reps every time. But again, listen to your body and what it needs. All right, we should have rested long enough now. Let's get back into the next set. Again, we don't want it here. We don't want it here. We want it right above the chest. Here we go. 12 more. Halfway, the slower you go, the more you're gonna notice it. You're gonna feel that burn. 3, 4, and 6. I really try to go slow on that last rep of the set. Whew. For a more advanced option, you can do lighter weight for the first set with higher rep. Second set, moderate of both. And then third set, heavy weight and lower reps. So that's another way to just give yourself a little bit of more balance when it comes to toning and building muscle. All right, last set. Center those weights and take them out and in. Especially slow on the way down. We don't want to use momentum. Six more. And really slow and intentional. Woo! All right. Now on to our reverse fly. I'm gonna keep the bench here because the next exercise, we're going to be using it again. All right, so for reverse fly, same thing as the row. We're gonna do slightly bent over, flat back, tailbone tucked, and we're gonna take our arms up, trying to pinch those shoulder blades. We're going for 10 reps. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, feel that pinch, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That one definitely also gets the shoulders working. All right, here we go. Second time through, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one. Nice job, lower down. Take a breath. I don't like to go too high on the weight for that one because I find when I do, I get more of a shoulder workout than a back workout. All right, last set. Here we go. Flat back, tuck the tailbone. 10, 9, 8, pinch those shoulder blades, check in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, back on that bench, or again, you don't even need it. You can use one of those other pieces of equipment or the floor if you don't have a bench. We're gonna go into chest presses. Without the piece of equipment, you're gonna go a little bit lower, but if not, you're at that 90-degree angle. We're gonna press up and down for 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, right into the center of the chest. 6, 7, not above your face. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice job. If you want to move around the bench, you can. I'm going to stick to where I am today, but do what you need to do. All right, next set. Same thing, 12 reps. Here we go. Check your form and pressing it up for 1, 2. I like to open my fingers so I'm not gripping the weight. 5, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, last set of these. Then we just have 2 more exercises and they're without any equipment on the floor. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow and controlled. I have to remind myself too. Sometimes you just pump through it. 7. Be intentional. 9, 10. Oh, this is getting tough. 2 more. All right. Nice job. The next exercise is an exercise called Superman's, which is super important for the back muscles. You can do this on the floor. The only reason I'm doing it on the bench is just so you can see me a little bit better. So you're just gonna lay flat, bring your arms up, bring your legs up. If that's too much, you can just bring your arms up for upper back or just your legs for lower back, whatever you need to work on more. But if you wanna work on both, we're gonna do Superman holds, 30 seconds. We're gonna bring our hands behind our head for better posture if you want. For 5, 4, 3, lift a little more and rest. That's a tough one. Take a few deep breaths before we get back to the next one. It's not easy. If it's easy, go a little bit higher. Add ankle weights if you need to, arm weights, wrist weights. Here we go. A little bit different this time. We're still doing that 30-second hold, but we're gonna pull down like a lat pull down. All right, and rest. 3 big deep breaths. Get the oxygen to those muscles, it's important. All right, slightly different again. Set up in our 30 seconds is going to be swimmers. So we're swimming for 30. Lift when you go back. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, last but not least, not everyone's favorite, I know, but push-ups. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10. Take what you need. If you need to go on your knees, you can, but I encourage you to try doing the full push-up for at least the first 2 or 3, and then if you need to switch, switch then. All right, let's set up. So if you need to go on your knees, you're not here necessarily. You're on the tops of your knees, okay, when we switch to that. But we're gonna go on our toes for the first 2 or 3. Because we're working chest, we're bringing our arms a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Here we go for 10. Two more. And last one. Nice job. All right, we got 2 more sets. That's it. Then we're done. All right, last set. Let's go. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Sorry about my elbow swapping. 2, 1. All right. It's getting harder. The last set's gonna be the hardest because we're fatigued at this point, especially those chest muscles. They are telling us to quit, but we're not gonna quit. Here we go. Let's do it. We got this. We got this far. We're gonna finish. 10. Neutral neck. 3, 2, last one. All right. Holy moly, we're finished. Well, we're gonna stretch a little bit first though. So hold on a sec there. Don't stop the video yet. The first stretch for the chest is a chest opener. We're gonna go over to the doorway. All right, other side. We're at that 90-degree bend with the arm. Sorry for the background noise. Now we're gonna do upper back stretch real quick and then we're done. Nice breath in. Interlace the fingers and round the back. So we're stretching those upper back muscles that we were pinching with the rows, pinching with the reverse flies. And just for good measure, we're gonna open the chest. Reverse that exercise, that stretch. Ooh, I felt a crack. All right, awesome job. We did it. We worked the chest, we worked the back. And if you want to join me again for another video, subscribe, get the notifications so you know when the next one's coming. Stay fueled and fit. Thanks for joining me.